going to start out with Rev and his off-kai video, and I have not seen it yet, so let's freaking go through this. If you guys don't recall, I first started receiving flack when I called out Feifei for supporting off-kai and Fansly, and apparently something happened there. So, let's get this video going, shall we?
This video, I'll be talking about the very troubling situation involving the VTuber convention Off-Kai Expo. Now, this convention has been mired in controversy in the past for blacklisting creators like Kirsha
hey.
over Think. However, with this year's
Kira, thank you for the follow,
there
dude.
are many featured guests that are very problematic in their own right and hypocritical, as we'll see.
I have called out every single thing. If you guys remember, like a month and a half ago, I had a big, huge Fansly drama that happened. And it revolved around Feifei standing up for all of these sexually exploitative things that happen behind the scenes when it comes to mostly Fansly creators. And you guys know me, I am not one for any of that degenerate bullshit. I am not one for it at all. So, what happened?
Later on in this video, but this year's convention is mainly mired in controversy because there is adult content being featured in open spaces of the convention.
Wait, oh, so the very thing that my haters said wouldn't happen ended up happening. Huh, I wonder why that happened.
Where minors as young as 13.
I don't know what it is, but if I can say that I was right, I'm going to say that I was right, and I was fucking right. What up, Permafrost? Dealing with some stuff, but I'm doing all right. But I was right. The moment that they said, oh my gosh, minors won't be impacted by this. Uh-huh. Yeah, right. All right, Feifei. All right, girly. You keep on living in your little echo chamber is stupid.
Are allowed to walk around freely. Now, adult content being present at a VTuber anime-related convention is nothing surprising, but typically those sorts of areas are walled off and they require some form of ID or verification to get in, but with Off-Kai Expo, those as young as 13 can enter those areas, and that...
So, it's a grooming process then. You're literally grooming kids to be more sexualized with this. Good job, Fansly. Good job. And you know what? Now I don't feel bad about deleting my account at all. Don't feel bad about it at all. Even though it had no content on it whatsoever, I do not feel bad about not supporting Fansly. Not at all.
That is the main concern. Back in May, there was an announcement from Off-Kai announcing that one...
Yeah, this is the very thing that I shouted, this is the very tweet that I shouted out Feifei on.
One of their biggest sponsors is Fansly, which of course is a platform that hosts adult content, and people were immediately annoyed by the fact this sort of sponsor is featured at a convention like this, but there's a much more serious concern, as pointed out in replies like this, saying kids walk around during the day. Surely this is not being done while kids are around, correct? Surely we're really not going to put adult content in front of children.
I told you, I doubted this from moment one. For the children, yeah, okay. You got suspended from Twitch again? Yes, I did. I called Vex fat. Or I called Vex fat, and I called Dan Clancy fat and stupid, and I called him a dumb hippie. So it's any of those things that could have gotten me suspended, but whatever.
Right? Well, unfortunately, that's exactly what's happening. As you can see from the layout of the main hall, the expedition hall here, you can see Fansly right smack dab in the middle of...
This is what you get when you don't parent kids, millennials. This is what happens.
Everything, and what makes this very disturbing is the fact that minors as young
Dan
as
is
13
fucking stupid.
are allowed in this portion of the convention as long as they have
Amazing how for the
parent
children is never
with
for
them,
the children. Yeah, that's
or
true, Rune.
they have a minor consent form filled out. Only in California, ladies.
And it's Commie, California. Leaf, side-scrollers, you guys need to hurry up and come up with something. You guys do. You guys need to start taking VTuber fans away from these people by way of wallets. It needs to start happening because this is ridiculous. This is stupid. That has got to be the dumbest thing I've read all day today.
Ladies and gentlemen, is something like this allowed to exist? Now, of course, this whole problem could be avoided by simply banning minors from this convention. I mean, why wouldn't they just do that in the first place? But instead, they're allowing minors with these exceptions to walk around the convention and be exposed to adult content. And as we enter the final day of Off-Kai Expo 2026, the very apparent reality involved in this convention
or maggot
has become true.
I'm sure Dan Clancy is very much retarded.
Saying, Off-Kai is open. If you're a creator, come collect your free swag bag.
Wait a minute. So, not only is this not walled off, but you also want to give out product placement for free when you know that there's kids that are under 18 walking around. So you guys just went full board with this. I'm sorry, Fansly. You have an 18 plus platform. You literally have adult content on your website. You should not be in a convention where 13 to 17 year olds or 13 to 18 year olds are walking around. I'm sorry, but you have no morality at this point. That's absolutely stupid. And that's what the booth looks like, I'm assuming.
Before they're gone. If you're not a creator, come say hi anyway. We don't bite. Your favorite VTuber is probably...
Parents, keep your kids away from anything Fansly. Fansly, OnlyFans. Keep your kids away from that shit. If you see that popping up and you've already allowed them to have a phone, you discipline your child immediately.
At our booth today. Come verify that.
Mommy, I got a Fansly balloon. Oh, sweetie, that's not a balloon. That's... Oh, again, dear God.
Not very enthused to see...
That makes me glad I don't have a Fansly account.
Featured sponsor of
this whole entire thing is why I deleted mine with 0 content on it. Literally. This is exactly why. This is exactly why I deleted it. Because I knew that they could not help themselves. And I knew that this was going to happen.
This event, but as people are going around the convention, they are seeing that this booth is front.
Oh, I know who Proctor is. This video was sent to me, confirmed exactly what was predicted. This booth is in the main con area, fully accessible to minors. The link leads directly to uncensored corn. It's confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt. Off-Kai is knowingly exposing minors to corn. Wow, so they're even putting corn content out there. Wow.
And center at the Expedition Hall, which again is open for minors.
You guys have no shame, do you? And yeah, I'm asking Fansly that. You guys have no shame in yourselves.
Young as 13, and things would get even more troubling, as pointed out in this tweet, where there is a
sorry guys, I've been running around all day.
QR code you can scan with no account required whatsoever, no verification, no vetting.
So you're telling me that all of this is on display there?
Process whatsoever that opens up some of the related VTubers at this convention. And
oh, this is what the QR code opens them up to. You got a half-naked freaking anime chick there. You can't even see that because the app won't allow you to see it unless you age verification. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck, bro?
Obviously, I can't play through the video this user provided going through the various links and videos provided.
And I'm also glad to have no intention of ever getting a Fansly account ever. Yeah, crazy. That
censored
I agree
description of what we're looking at. You have one VTuber with stuff on her face describing self-pleasure, another one basically doing a striptease, another one doing a job, ASMR, and also many other lewd content, including real life content, not just VTubers, but all...
Oh, so they're putting IRL corn stars on here. Leaf, hurry up. Hurry the fuck up, Leaf. Hurry up. For the love of God, hurry up. Please hurry up. Oh, this is making my head hurt, bro.
All this stuff, obviously extremely not safe for work, which again...
If I had an active Fansly, it would be full of AI slop. Lumi, don't do it. Don't give this company any more money.
No account required, no verification process whatsoever.
My oldest made me so happy today. A troon walked in front of our vehicle and it caused me to go on a rant to my wife after I said how I am supposed to explain that mental illness to our kid. He pipes up with, "Daddy, I didn't see it. I was watching Pokemon on my phone."
Just made the convention itself,
you have a base child, Rune.
They restricted access to this booth to the Yabai market, which is 18 plus. They could have just done that, but instead they're allowing it in the Expedition Hall. And of course, you think back to...
I'm never going to a convention in California.
These sort of standards.
I will, when I come back, guys, I will not go to a convention in California, ever.
Off-Kai Expo has, and it goes back to Kirsha. Kirsha was supposed to be a featured guest with a panel at Off-Kai
My kid's first
Expo
game will be Tamagotchi Life.
I covered this in a video
nice,
back
Locked.
then, but she was blacklisted from this event. She lost her panel, although they allowed her to continue to go to the events and also buy a ticket, but not be a featured guest, which is incredibly greedy and ridiculous. But she was banned over wrongthink, where after twisting the arm of some of the people behind this convention, they revealed that basically some of her tweets were a little too problematic, a little too wrongthink for this convention. And I remember one of the examples that they provided right here was her labeling her Discord pronouns as Burger Queen, mocking the fact that Discord is trying to force pronouns into people's bios. But then we have all this nonsense and...
Oh, God, not this fucking bitch.
Involving this year's convention, featuring VTubers like Kodiaks Links here, who had this to say: meet and greet tomorrow at 1 p.m. But I'm in the Fansly booth all day today if you want to say hello.
Dude, and she's not even that hot either.
Ovulating, by the way, which is a ridiculous and insane thing to say.
Guys, stop sticking your dick in stupid. Find a good woman, have kids, have relationships. Stop letting their DNA go through generations. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Because now this is what you get.
Before not only doing a meet and greet as a VTuber, but doing it not even as a VTuber, but...
Isn't a word
in the flesh
I'd use to describe that face, VTubing? Yeah.
Is this what we're doing? Like, yeah, this already annoys a lot of people, but then this is the focus. But when I looked at this account, I was like, this looks really familiar. And of course, It's because, well, I made a video about this VTuber a couple of years ago. You can see the title, Hypocritical VTuber Risks Career, Slandering Body Pillow Company. So here's the context, a little trip down
in case of something I'm not laying upon that face.
Yeah. Called Cuddly Octopus. They're one of many to
I
fall
have
into
more
this
self-respect
same
than
pattern of
that.
behavior, by the way. Cuddly Octopus sells body pillows for VTubers, and Kawaii Grin
Ma'am,
decided
did
to
you
make
attempt a
public
fusion
post
with Kamala
calling them out
Harris and
just
fail?
outright slandering them, saying that they're selling literal CP because they believe some of the characters depicted were underage and being depicted in not safe for work situations, and were mocking people who disagreed with this notion. Now, reminder, this is back in 2023 when likes were still public on Twitter, and wow, what a better era. Things were so much more fun back then when you could just scroll through the publicly listed likes of all these people virtue signaling.
Boon
about
we have as
content,
autistic folks,
immediately
socially
expose them
awkward,
as
but we have
massive
our good
hypocrites
perks.
consuming the exact same content. They're trying to slander people over on Twitter, but anyways, I tried to warn them, right, when they initially made their call-out post, which of course is now deleted, where I said, your likes are public, like, come on, LMAO, but they did not listen, so I went forward with a video, not just because of the tweet, but because of a subsequent stream where she would crash out, call me out by name, mock me as basically irrelevant, and try to excuse her behavior.
Hey, free advertising, bro.
Because A, she doesn't know anything about anime and manga, and B, it was only like one character that she was unfortunately caught with in her likes, which is a outright lie. So I want to watch a small portion of this video with you guys because it's really a great trip down memory lane, and it shows not only the hypocrisy of this VTuber, but as someone who slanders companies in the past, somehow getting to work with Off-Kai Expo when that same convention banned Kirsha over wrong thing, including jokes about pronouns, but let's get right into it. Rev, what do you have to say?
Yeah, like some people who are like open lolly lovers or open people who like lewd lollies or are like
lewd lollies.
pedos, basically.
And okay, hold on, woman. You're on Fansly. You've got no right to call anybody out on their freaking addictions, woman. You're literally making money off of a bunch of freaking little gooner simps. That's what keeps you alive. So don't even say that crap. You're being a hypocrite again.
Like you, by your own standards.
Like, bro, your likes are public. Your likes are public.
They are.
And I don't be liking
They were.
anything.
You want to know something? I think YouTube needs to go back to public, making likes public. I think that the like to dislike ratio needs to be public again.
Fucking sussy. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So they did screenshot some
with blackjack and hookers. Yeah,
feels terrible
because I didn't even realize like some of the characters were underage.
Well, first of all, Your Honor, I didn't know they were underage. And of course, this is her standard, right? She's calling people predators over fictional content and saying this company is selling body pillows featuring CP. And her excuse when she gets caught with that stuff in her likes is that she didn't know any better. But as I will point out in this video, it's pretty clear that she's a massive hypocrite.
Yep. I agree with Rev.
I'm going to do you a favor here and get you a whole...
Holy shit!
This is like the diet version of what I'm going to do. These are underage characters. There's a lot worse in her likes. There's characters elementary school aged and actual lolicon. But I'm going to start with...
These people are in your likes? Holy shit.
Not an exaggeration, by the way. There's a little compilation, and she'll later state she doesn't know anything about anime, so I'm going to give her a little bit of a lesson on these characters. So right there, you got Nagataro, who is 15, Hatsune Miku, who's 16, Hitori from Bocchi the Rock, who is 16, Komi-san, who's between the ages of 15 to 17 in that series. You have Karin from Blue Archive, who is 16.
You know what? I've never watched Blue Archive.
Spider-Gwen, who in the Spider...
Oh, I definitely know who Spider-Gwen is.
Verse, era is between 14 to 16 from what I can see.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen's never been above the age of 18 in any comic, except for the Avengers series back, I think it was like I think that it was like 2005 when the Avengers, when the new series back then came out, because she was actually officially able to join the Avengers because she was above 18.
And, you know, every single image on this screen would make her a predator for liking them if you apply her own standards back to her. Now, and then there's the Marin Kitagawa wall.
Holy shit! And this is all likes by her? Wow.
As well. But, of course, this goes back to that era with likes being public. It was so easy to expose people spouting off about fictional content and thinking they have the moral high ground when, in reality, they're massive hypocrites. But it gets way worse than that. So that's just kind of a blanket, easy statement. Right,
I'd be ashamed, to be honest.
She says anything that's under
Your Honor, if she didn't want to be harassed, why would she hear that obvious short skirt that I'll start selling one size? Dumbass excuses, man.
Of screenshots, and by the way, Marin Kitagawa is 15 years
I am here
old.
now. I saw this video. That person Rev is talking
just to
about is
confirm
such a
that,
hypocrite. Oh, she is.
Also goes on to
She is, massively. Massively. I didn't know about her, but the fact that she's affiliated with Fansly to begin with already tells me that she's a hypocrite, because she's willing to do the adult graphic material for that website to make money. This, to me, because I am now knowing the full entire scope, again, from Rev, being Kamiyoshi that he is sharing this. So this was all of this crap with the likes are public. That was before I interacted with her. I've interacted with her a couple of times, especially when it came to the Feifei stuff. She was in my comment threads saying that I was a stupid chud. Yeah, woman, you know what? Make fun of me because I want a wife and kids, please. For the love of God. Make fun of me over that. I am so ashamed to want a wife and kids in the future.
to make other excuses.
My bad, VTuber scene. My bad.
This is basically saying the characters she likes are...
If double standards were a person.
And, well, that is a standard
hey, sus.
I don't think
Welcome
she
in, buddy.
really wanted to bring up because it just makes her look even worse. And drop.
And they're not like little lolly-looking avatars either. They're
Oh.
like full-blown art pieces, and they look very well endowed, like women. They look like my avatars.
Well
So I was like,
endowed.
oh, I didn't
And they look like her model.
I didn't
Wow.
know. I'm an uneducated anime person, and I guess that's my fault.
Dude, how can you be an uneducated anime person and be in VTubing? I don't get that. Like, there's got to be a certain thing. Like, I misspell all of these Japanese words all the time, chat. You guys all know that. I misspell them all the time because I'm literally brain damaged. But at the same time, I at least have a basic grasp of anime. I watch a lot of anime, actually. And this person's admitting all over the internet she's a VTuber but knows absolutely nothing about anime. It's freaking crazy, dude. It's crazy where we are. Hi, I've been watching since the stream started, but I just now got logged on. Yeah, I saw your Discord message, dude. It popped up.
Yeah, so this is the part of the video where I'm just going to put the worst stuff on the screen. These are all elementary school age characters and /or.
So, calling people out for being lolly enjoyers and chettos and everything else on the face of the fucking earth that is degenerate as possible, you actually are. Okay.
Or hardcore lolicon. I will spare
Yep.
you the description here, but like most of these characters are in elementary school or middle school. And she was describing these characters.
The only person that I like art from is literally Tati. And the reason why I like her art, even though she does get a tad bit racy with some of her stuff, is because she's my model mom and I want her to be successful. Okay? I want Tati to be just as popular as Nano. Because Tati, obviously, by what you guys can tell on my model, she can draw. That woman is absolutely amazing at creating models for people, and I hope to God she makes a living off of it one day. I'm not saying the internet was a mistake when saying we weren't ready for it. Yeah, slash, we definitely weren't ready for it, dude. Nope. Yeah, that was a bullet, dude, that we couldn't stop anyway. Does she stream and stuff as well? No. My model mom and my model dad, they strictly stick to model stuff. They do not do any other content other than that. Tati literally just uses X as a means to expand her business. She doesn't post on X all that much. The only thing she does is basically she uses the X as a giant billboard for her artwork. That's about it. She doesn't get involved in any topics in VTubing, nothing. She just does her art. Tati does his rig, or Loki does his rigging, and then that's all that those two do. That's it.
Characters as well endowed.
With all of the outside-the-box political takes I have, and she still considers me a really good client. Yeah. She knows exactly what she's doing. She did the whole smart thing with the whole AI thing while Leaf was trending for a week and a half. She shut up, she didn't complain, she checked in with all of her clientele, and that's it. Seems better than what I use X for, that being a giant... Oh my gosh. Lumi! Big bro's not supposed to hear that kind of talk from you.
And that they looked just like her own VTuber model that is more busty, of course. I mean,
See, like, look at that. Can you guys find that kind of crap anywhere on my X page? Anywhere? And people are the ones that are calling me the degenerate nowadays? This is crazy. I don't even put any of this kind of crap on mine. The fuck, dude? Misa, that sounds dangerous. You know what? Lumi's feeling herself today. I don't know what's going on with you, little sis, but you need to, like... That whole entire dildo thing.
It's just...
That's where Big Bro's gonna tell you to stop.
Insane levels of hypocrisy. And this was really...
Sorry. You're good,
in 2023. Because not only did she get caught on Twitter being a hypocrite, but she went on stream like this.
By putting the amount of toxicity that is X in your body.
Soliloquy, defending herself and deflecting any sort of blame.
Rune's got a very valid point, Lumi.
But also name-dropping me as...
But on the opposite hand of that, though, Lumi doesn't have an X. She got rid of X after I stood up for her on my old account. So, yeah.
Well...
manga, so I do feel fucking terrible. I didn't know that.
Woman, I don't read manga all that much either, but I do read manga sometimes, but like, you're not even into the culture, dude.
Some of them were underage because they're like well endowed, they look like adults, but that's the thing also. I didn't know they were under.
You know that whole entire shoe on head, you know, prostitutes and opinions are invalid, and it's her throwing that opinion in a garbage can? That's what this chick needs.
Like, Rev said...
This chick needs that meme freaking spammed to her in her threads like 1,000,000 times.
Desu? Oh, that's like a random account.
No, it's not.
That random account is still here in...
Yeah, dude, he's not a random account, dumbass.
2026, kawaii grin, and here I am still making YouTube videos, and here you are at Off-Kai Expo doing a meet and greet for Fansly.
He's almost 1 million subscriber content creator on YouTube. You little Fansly hoes need to be quiet.
How things have evolved
so badly.
This all goes back to...
Your opinion's invalid, woman.
The standards at Off-Kai, right?
Her model
Like,
isn't even sexy. It looks like a shanty NPC.
And being a massive hypocrite and a tourist who doesn't know anything about anime.
Hey, Lumi, whose model looks better? My model or her model? And I mean that in the same context that you just said that. Who's got the sexier model, me or her? Me or her? Yours, and you didn't even have to bring up hers. Is she Canadian because her opinion is getting rejected? Okay, guys. She's a stupid Fansly hoe. Don't dog on her that much. Crippling depression is the thing, okay, guys?
Or manga, but calls people predators over the same content she consumes as well from those mediums.
I didn't say that, chat.
It's just insane. It's just insane. It really reflects terribly on this convention, and now she's there working.
Well, chat, I'm never going to Offkai. I'm never applying for it. I never want to be a part of it. Fuck Offkai.
With this booth that is accessible to...
Leaf, hurry up and make your convention with Craig. Hurry up. This crap needs to be stopped because it's the whole reason we are where we're at with people being stupid. It is crap like Offkai that makes people dumber.
To minors as young as 13.
And then I escaped California before stupid hooker syndrome got me.
Signal about this stuff so hard back in the day, but has no problem working with this convention, knowing full well.
Oh, I see you. Whoa.
13 will be.
Wait a minute. Whoa, Lumi. You escaped Canada, migrated to California, and then realized that California is dirt and left. Little sis has got a brain, dude. Sorry that happened to you, Lumi.
Walking around and have access to this booth she is doing a meet and greet at, where she is promoting herself in a very, let's just say...
You know, it'd be so hilarious if people, like, just... Well, no, don't do that. That's inciting violence. Don't do that. Oh, man, and it's also destruction of property. God, fuck, man. This kind of stuff just needs to be destroyed. It needs to be vaporized with a quantum laser or a magnetic railgun.
Risque sort of way.
And I'm talking about the booth. I'm not talking about the people that work there, by the way.
But yeah, this is a terrible look. I'm not some prude. I'm sorry. Like, I am not some prude for saying that VTuber and anime conventions should have guardrails in place to prevent minors from accessing adult content. Is that woke of me? Is that too woke of me?
No, Rev, that's you being a sane individual. We need more sane people in VTubing, guys. I see your DM, Lumi. But okay, what's gonna happen, guys? Okay, I can tell. I'm going to throw a prediction out there. Okay, chat. The moment that Leaflet, Celeste, Kirsche, side scrollers, all of them come up with their own kind of right-leaning convention, you are going to see a whole bunch of left-leaning VTubers complain that they are being blocked and blacklisted from it. I promise you, the moment that Leaf or side scroller says that these people are not allowed there, they will throw a fit all over the internet. But yet, they're not realizing that they did it to themselves by promoting conventions like Offkai. Right-leaning VTubers are the future. You guys literally on the left-leaning side of it killed off any intelligence that you have by being degenerate little fucks in the world. Okay? Nobody wants that anymore. The world is maturing past you. And now, since the world is maturing past you, you are going to conventions like Offkai to let little 13-year-olds run around there openly to get access to QR codes to literal pornography. You can't get the adults who have a brain, so you gotta go after the kids that don't know anything. That makes you weak-minded as fuck. You are a weak person. Whoever made this possible, you're a sick, disgusting person, and you don't deserve to be in charge of it. Hands down.
Like, it's so simple. They should have made this an
immoderate,
18+
independently
convention, or at the very
apolitical views.
least,
That's what I'm
maybe
saying,
this
though.
sort of
But
stuff
no. When it does come to this side scrollers convention, that I know that Leaf and side scrollers are working their asses off to try and get and make, I know for a fact, even if you're apolitical, chat, you're gonna be on the radar. If anything, life.exe not found. I bet you every single person that has been, I would be willing to bet already that side scrollers already has been telling themselves, if we get this started and we do this, anybody that's ever been a part of Offkai is automatically off the list to apply for this convention. Automatically. Because of the fact you'd be a giant hypocrite if you affiliated anybody that went to this Offkai Expo with the one that side scrollers and Leaf are trying to make. Letting these kinds of people in from Offkai when they have an openly exposed Fansly booth that gives you QR codes to little corn and inappropriate pornography. Yeah, everybody that was a part of this Offkai Expo should be blacklisted in the future from that. Hands down, I would make that across the board. If you've ever been a part of something like this and you supported it, you should not be allowed at that. You need to make that a ground rule leaflet the moment that you make this happen. You don't need degenerates like people who go to Offkai come into this convention. Especially to that degree. I'm sorry, but if you let these people that do this kind of crap at Offkai into that convention, I'm sorry, but I won't be spending money going to it. And I really want to go to it when it actually comes to fruition. But if people like that are allowed in there, I don't want to go. I don't want to go at all. I don't want to spend my money on a ticket. I don't want to go there and buy art off of people. I don't even want to be within 40 fucking miles of whatever convention center that you pick for it. The moment that you let somebody who was a part of Offkai have a booth at y'all's convention, you're going to see so many people in the VTubing scene not go to your convention by default. That's going to happen. Regardless. Screw being middle, I know I'm conservative. Oh, I know I'm 100% conservative. My political stance is teeter-totter. There's nothing wrong with being a moderate, Lumi. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Just don't be a moderate around lefts or they'll shun you into a black hole.
You buy market, which is supposed to be for adults. The reason why they didn't do that flabbergasts me. I don't understand why they wouldn't do that in the first place. It seems totally irresponsible. But hey, that's the situation we're in now, and as they conclude their convention, I hope it was all worth it because their reputation has continued to take a massive blow thanks to their antics.
Hey guys, we're going to have to take a break. My lawyer's trying to call me. So after this video, I got to take a break to call him back.
This year. But that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, guys, don't... If you're going to do an apolitical con like you guys plan on doing in the future, Leaf and Side Scrollers, don't let these people be involved. Don't let a single company that is involved with something like Offkai be a part of that. Find your own companies that lean in the same political direction as you. Do not let these people near it. Don't. Good news, I hope. It's pressing. Literally his text message. Hey, it's pressing. I need to talk to you immediately. Call me back ASAP. That's literally what his text message to me says. So, I've got to go handle that. Anyway, guys, go like and subscribe to Rev. If this does get on YouTube, the link to the video will be in the description, along with Rev's channel. I do try to put that, guys, in the description there. Go give him a watch. He's an awesome content creator, okay?